Nisha sent her husband into the well, but when she pulled him back up, she found a basket full of gold instead. It turns out her husband was preparing to dig a well in the yard that day. Nisha was sitting on top, holding the rope, when suddenly the rope quickly descended. Her sister, who was nearby, immediately came to help and managed to stop the rope by pressing her foot against a wooden post just in time. They quickly pulled Nisha's husband out of the well. It turned out that the ground below had suddenly collapsed. Ashan then lowered an oil lamp into the well to check the depth, but unexpectedly, the rope was quickly pulled down as if something had grabbed it. When they pulled the rope back up, the oil lamp had turned into a ceramic pot. They hurriedly removed the pot and discovered that it was filled with gold. Seeing this good fortune, Ashan immediately went out to buy more oil lamps and instructed the sisters not to touch the pot of gold until he returned. Soon, Ashan came back with a cart full of oil lamps and sent them all down the well. However, when he pulled them back up, nothing had changed. Furious, Ashan dumped out all the lamps and grabbed a kitchen knife, intending to go down the well and bring up all the gold himself. The rope quickly slid down again, and soon it stopped. When the sisters pulled the rope up this time, it had turned into a large basket full of gold, but Ashan was nowhere to be seen. They moved the gold aside and found a note underneath, which read, "Keep sending this down." It seemed this was a man-eating well that would provide large amounts of gold as long as its demands were met. The sisters immediately turned their attention to Saha, Nisha's brother-in-law, who was dead drunk nearby. Sure enough, when they pulled the rope up again, Saha had also turned into a basket full of gold. Although this gold was more than Nisha and her sister could spend in a lifetime, they were still not satisfied. To get even more gold, Nisha went to the local detective, Nick, the next day and claimed she wanted to buy a corpse. Nick was puzzled about what she planned to do with it, but Nisha suddenly took out 10 pounds of gold and handed it to him. Seeing how considerate Nisha was, Nick quickly had his men send her a corpse. However, after Nisha left, Nick became suspicious. After all, buying a corpse was highly unusual. To find out what Nisha was up to, Nick decided to sneak into her house that night to take a look. That night, while the sisters were sleeping, a strange noise suddenly woke up the younger sister. Seeing a dark figure in the house, she immediately woke Nisha to investigate. When they turned on the light, they discovered that Nick had secretly come to their door. Seeing the large amount of gold hidden in their house, Nick immediately planned to take the two women back to turn themselves in. Just as they were arguing, a bolt of lightning flashed in the sky, and a monster appeared at the door, leaving everyone frozen in shock. Nick realized that if he looked away, the monster would instantly teleport in front of him. However, Nick's subordinate didn't believe it and tried to escape, but the monster took him away, leaving only a few inedible clothes behind. Just as Nick was about to check if the monster had really left, he noticed the sisters staring motionlessly at the wall. It turned out that the wall was covered in eerie writing. Due to copyright restrictions, the story can only be shown up to this point. Who would have thought their husbands could be exchanged for so much gold?